It's a boy. So I reached for some blue paper today, put on a blue shirt, grabbed a blue pen. Now I'm making good with my attempt to try to get a Shamrock Shake, or at least a gift card for a Shamrock Shake, into the hands of my friends. And so here I just have these little letters, and I'm going to quick kind of scan them. Oh, that's the back side I want. This one's for Dougie Fresh, a man who's inspired me throughout the years of being an awesome father and an awesome husband. I really need to get to work on that being an awesome husband thing. That's definitely on my to-do list. Here's one for my buddy Brian, who's coming to see me today. So luckily I get to save a stamp, because I can just put it into his hand and then look him in the eye and say, you know, thanks for being a good example of a father. This guy, Nate, he just became a father not too long ago, and I've told him throughout the years that if anybody out there needed to be a father, it was him. Here's my best friend of many, 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 many years. I think that he and I are going to make the world a better place. And hopefully his big brother will be able to help us with that. Here's a letter to my dad. And notice it says McDonald's in all these letters. But my dad always, always, always had time for me to play with me and my big little brother. And I think that's one of the most important things that, one of the most important lessons that he could give to me is always have time for his kids. And for some reason, I had a brain fart and spelled Constitution wrong here. I think it's that little word in the middle that kind of throws me for a loop. But speaking of which, the love of my life is breastfeeding right over there. And there are no nipples allowed on camera. This gentleman here, Mr. Keithson, he just had a baby boy. Well, his wife did a couple of days ago. So baby Gabe and young William are separated by about as many days as it takes to send a letter, first class. And here I got my brother, my big little brother, who, I don't know, I think that he and I are going to have so much fun together being dads, trying to raise our kids in this crazy, crazy world. And with a little love and a lot of effort, we can make the world a better place. Not just for our kids, because that's kind of selfish, but all kids. So I still got a couple of these to write, I think. I got to write one to my buddy SSG Man. I love him. And I'll probably put that in his hand too, since he just lives a couple miles away. No need to send out a stamp for that one. So more paper, my pen. Let's get it on. Hello, Greg. Alright, I think I'm pretty well finished with my blue little letters. Here's one to my buddy SSG Man. He's a big fan of McDonald's, but he orders the plainest of the plain hamburgers. Bun, burger, bun phenomenon. What he wants is basically a piece of meat on bread. That's it. So when he goes to McDonald's, he gets a bun, he gets a burger, and he gets another piece of bun. I'm hoping that he will get a Shamrock Shake, though. My guess is he doesn't like Shamrock Shakes, but he doesn't have to drink it. He just has to raise it high into the air and make a toast to my son's good health. I'm a man that holds myself accountable. I have my list here, and I'm making an amendment to it. You know, this gentleman here, Kevin, I'm going to cross him off and go with Uncle Tim. Now, I haven't talked to Kevin in years and years and years. And I don't know, dropping him a letter out of the blue might be a nice surprise, but I don't know if it's a gesture that could be misinterpreted. I really am hoping that Kevin can help me and my family in the future, and I want to make sure that I come off to him as sincere. Kevin taught me how to swim. He is Brad's big brother. And Kevin is like one of the coolest guys ever. When he was an older kid, he made time to play games with Brad and myself, even though he is like probably 10, maybe even more years older than us. But he always found time to play these really, really cool games with us, and that really kind of inspired me and the hobbies that I have now at this point in time in my life. And everybody plays games, and I'm hoping that Kevin and Brad together can help me make some games that put smiles on kids' faces all over the world. Now, Uncle Tim, he's kind of out of sight, but he's not out of mind. He lives in almost Illinois. Actually, he lives in actual Illinois, not almost Illinois. But I can count on the number of times I've seen Uncle Tim on one hand, and I really, really want to start using my both hands and my toes, because I really want him to be a part of my life, his little sister's life. There she is. She's not breastfeeding anymore. There she is. And I can't wait to make some memories with him as our family grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Alright, what I'm going to do is get these little blue parcels into the mail, and hopefully the post office will get them and their shamrock shakes to where they need to be. But more importantly, I want to put one of these in each of the envelopes. This is the real treasure.